here. A little chilly, actually, in Florida, but I'm not going to complain because it's the cool weather that blew the hurricane away. That's no doubt about that. Anyway, we got some breaking news on a UFO crash that happened on September 23rd that everybody's being very quiet about. Remember, September 23rd was supposed to have been the day of the rapture, right? At least that's what they told us. And of course, I knew it wasn't, but people were hopeful. Thing is, what really was going on September 23rd was a UFO crash just outside of Area 51, not far from Highway 375, which is also known as Extraterrestrial Highway. Now, I've been through there with L.A. Marzulli. Let me tell you all about that in just a second. Plus, where's Stephen Miller? And where are 6 of President Trump's cabinet members that are now, and families that are being placed in hiding because of major security issues? I'll tell you about it. First of all, real fast shout for www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. Here's what's going on. A lot of people are wondering how they can, what can they do with their 401k, old 401ks, or maybe your IRAs. Maybe you're looking at your savings account. Do you realize gold and silver's exploded and is going to go higher? And a chance for you to roll that old 401k into a gold or silver IRA is really a smart move to diversify your retirement funds and your savings accounts and the future of your long-term future for your family. So thing to do is quickly go to www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com, or call them on the phone at 877-646-5347. You'll be glad you did. Before I talk about Stephen Miller and part of President Trump's cabinet that are in hiding due to threats from the drug cartels, the narco state, especially out of Venezuela, but not just Venezuela, Mexico as well. And this has become a very serious threat. I got to first start talking about September 23rd. Now, yeah, there was a lot of reasons for people to be considering, could the Feast of Trumpets this year been the day of the rapture? Sure, there's a lot of prophecy being fulfilled all over the world right now, so we don't know the day or the hour. But everyone was focused on one certain day. The Feast of Trumpets was actually September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, as you guys know. I've talked about it. But the whole world was focused just on one day, September 23rd. That was the day. And there were predictions, and there were groups that, standing on the edge of the cliff waiting for the rapture and that kind of stuff. A lot of folks were really thinking maybe this could be the day. But what really happened on September 23rd was a unidentified flying object, a strange craft, did crash just outside of Area 51 in Nevada, just not far from the Extraterrestrial Highway. And the reason I'm going to bring this up is because the government, the United States government, quickly, using military, and NASA was involved, but mainly U.S. military, the DOD was involved, some of the other black budget program, space program, were involved. Now, they quickly went to this crash site and swept everything, grabbed everything, collected everything, shut down the area for miles. And we have been given no information about what it was that crashed there. They won't tell us whether it was a military object that crashed. Was it from China? Was it Russia? Was it the United States? Was it NASA? Was it something from somewhere else? Was it part of it? Was it part of Atlas? Was it another, was it another object, interstellar? Was it something, a military secret, new type of spaceship was being tested? We're not getting anything. So we're going to keep a close eye on that because it's going to be very interesting. Got a guy following me around right now. I don't know, I probably said too much. So I'll walk back this way. Anyway, so we're going to keep a close eye on what's going on. So everybody just keep your eyes open about UFO crash, Area 51, near extraterrestrial highway. I went to Tonopah, Nevada a few years ago because there was a guy who wanted to meet L.A. Marzulli, who said he had some tapes and pictures and information from Area 51, and he was wanting to share that with L.A. Marzulli. And he contacted me, and so I called L.A. Marzulli, and L.A. said, yeah, I'll go if you come with me. So me and Heidi and L.A. Marzulli actually drove from Las Vegas all the way to Tonopah, Nevada. To do that, you got to drive right down extraterrestrial highway. And we stopped in Little Rachel and had a hamburger there at the little Alien Inn or whatever it's called. But you know, we went through the area there. But Area 51 is a whole different story. When you're talking about Area 51, which is in a different section of the country, you know, why would a spacecraft crash there? Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to even go. I can't even go down that path. To me, it's something militarily, or it's a spy plane or spy craft or something. But forget about it. Let's talk about something more serious. Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller is in a military facility with his family. He's not the only one. There are 6 members of the Trump cabinet right now in secured military location in the Washington, D.C. area. I had gotten information about this 3 days ago, and I even mentioned it on Thursday night with Mike Around the World. I read the report I had received from a government insider on Thursday. I read the report, the info I'd received on the Thursday night broadcast of Mike Around the World. I asked Mike, could he confirm that there were President Trump cabinet members were being put in secured military locations for security. Mike confirmed it. Well, Mike was very careful because at that point it had not been made public. Nobody knew it. This was a government insider that let me know. Mike knew it because his reaction, his hesitation and reaction gave it away that he knew. But at the same time, he was very careful on how he answered that question because it had not been released to the public. It is now. Fox News was talking about it this morning. We know that at least 6 members of the Trump cabinet have went into secured locations, military locations in Washington. But the information I got is it's way more than that. It's families, it's extended families, way more than that. It's more than 6 members of the cabinet. There's a serious threat on the United States right now. It has mainly to do, there's 2 reasons. Number one, it's the drug cartel, the war with Venezuela and other nations that are involved to help Venezuela, which certainly would be the Chinese and Russians. But number 2, that's concern about the food stamp program and the SNAP program and whether or not it's going to be funded. Trump is saying that if he has to, he will make sure of it. But the Democrats are saying you can't use the funds you want to use. That is not appropriate. It's not been appropriated for that. Even though, so the Democrats will not open the government and are trying to block Trump from using discretionary funds for the SNAP program. So this could get real ugly. I want everybody to keep an eye on all this. Our country's in need of prayer like never before. All right. So I'm just reporting today, walking out here outside here on the street. Where is Stephen Miller? And how many other Trump cabinet members and advisors are in hiding with families? And what was this thing that crashed? What crashed outside of Area 51 near, close to the extraterrestrial highway? Are you serious? Give your life to Jesus Christ. No, I don't think it's UFOs. But I am wondering, well, when I say UFOs, it is an unidentified flying object or an aerial phenomenon, whatever you want to call it. But are we watching fallen angel technology? Is this the beginning? Or is this just a great deception? I mean, that's a question. Is it the great deception, the strong delusion the Bible talks about in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2? When here's what I mean by that. A lot of things. Number one, the whole alien thing is to keep people scared and not looking to God, but looking to the aliens. Not looking for Jesus, but looking for the aliens. But really, it's the bringing about of the mark of the beast system or the Antichrist. That's what it says. It's strong delusion. Number two, is this also to keep you from looking at what's going on with the civil unrest that's brewing here in the United States? Dangerous times. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. I just think we all should be praying. Number one, just pray. Prayer changes things. No reason to walk around in fear. Walk around faith. Don't have fear. Have faith. And ask questions. Are you saved?